In this lesson, we're going to take a look at finding the input of a function. So finding the input of a function. The output of a function is 7 more than twice the input. Find the input when the output is 13. So the first step is to write the equation for the function and let x be the input and y be the output. Step 2 is to solve the equation for x. Let's start off by reviewing what input means and what the output means. Remember that the input is our x value and our output is our y value. The input being our independent and our output being the dependent variable. So the output of the function is 7 more than twice the input. Find the input when the output is 13. So our x is our input and our y is our output. So when I go up and I write this, I need to say that the output, y, of the function is, remember is means equal, 7 more, I have 7, and then more means to plus twice the input, which would be 2x. So now I've written an equation to represent this relationship. Now we need to solve the equation for x, because it's telling us that our output is 13. So I'm going to replace the y with a 13, and now I've got my equation that I can then solve. So I have 13 is equal to 7 plus 2x. So I'm going to subtract 7 from both sides, giving me a 6 is equal to 2x, and then I'm going to then take and I'm going to divide by 2. So x is going to be 3. So when the output is 13, the input is 3. All right, let's try another one. The output of the function is 8 less than 23 times the input. Remember, the output is our y of the function is 8 less than, and this we have to be careful with because it's 8 less than 23 times the input. It needs to be 23x, which represents the 23 times the input, but now I need to minus the 8. Remember, the 8 less than, it has to go after the number. So now we need to find the input when the output is 223. So I'm going to put in 223 where I have my output, which is y, and I have 23x minus 8. So I'm going to solve for x. I'm going to isolate my variable by adding 8 to both sides, giving me 231 is equal to 23x. Now to undo the 23, because it's multiplying it, I'm going to divide by 23 on both sides. And this is going to give me a decimal of 10.04. I'll round it to that. All right, let's try another one. The output of the function, which is y, is equal to 12 more than 5 times the input. Find the input when the output is 28. So again, our output is 28. It's going to be equal to 12 plus 5x. So I want to undo my addition and subtraction first, and this is a positive 12, so I'm going to undo it by subtracting 12. All right, so I'm going to finish this then by dividing by 5. And then, so I'll take 16 divided by 5. It's going to give me another decimal, so x is equal to 3.2. All right, we'll try another one. The output of the function, y, is 7 more than 22 times the input, which is x. So find the input when the output is 29. So again, I'm going to replace my y with 29. All right, I'm going to subtract 7 on both sides to isolate the variable. And then I'm going to end by dividing by 22 to get the variable all by itself, and x is going to be equal to 1. All right, and our last one. The output of the function is 7 less than 9 times the input. find the input when the output is 68. So the output of the function is 7 less. Again, we have to be careful with that one. That's got to go on the other side of that. 9 times the input, so it's 7 less than that. Now find the input when the output is 68. So now I'm going to replace this by 68, and I'm going to then have 9x minus 4. So I'm going to undo this by adding 4 to both sides. And then we'll just divide by 9 on both sides. And 72 divided by 9 is going to give me 8. So when when the input is 8, the output is going to be 68. So in this lesson, we took a look at how to find the input of the function when given the output.